Hello, friends. I first heard someone say about 2.5 years ago that we should be shifting away from talking about work-life balance toward work-life harmony. The speaker was talking about self-help books and how this genre is shifting toward using that term, but I haven't really seen that myself in the articles that I've read. Maybe I haven't read enough self-help books. And then just 2 weeks ago, I heard another speaker say, maybe we should focus less on balance and more on harmony. There it was again. And just today, I read an article on a website that I subscribe to. The article was titled, How Women in Medicine Can Achieve Harmony. It was a typical article about work-life balance and how women in the workplace, and in this case in medicine, have a hard time juggling all aspects of their life and feeling good about themselves and their roles in the aspects of their lives. And the author never explained why she chose the word harmony instead of balance. Hello, I'm Dr. Renee Harmon. I'm the author of Surfing the Waves of Alzheimer's. It's a memoir about my husband Harvey and his time with younger onset Alzheimer's disease. And in fact, one of my chapters is titled My Perfectly Balanced Life. So let's see if I can explain that and see if this shift is really necessary or not. So when you think of balance, I first think of the scales of justice, right? So justice is holding these two weights in her hands. And if you think of your two aspects of your life being in the balance, say it's work and private life, but it could be caregiving and volunteering, or being an artist, or being a parent. So two aspects of your life. And if one aspect is heavier, you place more importance, more weight on it. In order to achieve balance, you're going to have to add more weight to that other side so that they're in balance, or take off weight of something that you consider important. So that's not all that illuminating to me. Who wants to add more and more weight on an unequal side in order to achieve balance? So let's look at another way to look at balance, and it's with a seesaw. So again, you're going to have to place two aspects of your life on either end of a seesaw to achieve balance. And you could have equal weights and achieve balance. But if one side is heavier than the others, if you put more weight on that, the seesaw is going to tilt. But to achieve balance, you could shift that one heavier weight closer to the center fulcrum. And if you think of the center fulcrum as the self, if you shift that heavier weight closer to yourself, that means the lighter weight, the aspects of your life that carry less weight for you, are going to be further and further away from yourself. And if a weight is placed forcefully on one end of the seesaw, what happens? The light weight gets catapulted. So I can see that balance, talking about work-life balance this way, isn't particularly helpful, and it doesn't take into account the fact that many of us have many aspects and many roles that we have to fulfill. So let's look at harmony. So I first thought of an ecosystem. A well-functioning ecosystem is dependent on all the plants and animals working together, and they're dependent on each other to run smoothly. So birds might pollinate plants, which provide shelter for larger animals, which provide fertilizer for more plants to grow. When left alone, nature hums along harmoniously. Another example might be in a choir or an orchestra. Each part, each instrument has a place to create a whole, a beautiful whole. And you know what happens if one part is too loud, the balance is off, the harmony is off. Now, sometimes in a piece of music, one voice may take the lead. Say the tenors take over the melody and the other voices shift quietly in the background, but yet the whole is still maintained. So maybe bringing harmony to our work and to our lives is a better metaphor. But how do we do that? How do you bring harmony? Well, I think you just have to listen to your life. Listen with your heart, listen with your head, listen with your body, and see if your life feels, sounds, looks like a beautiful, harmonious whole. If there are parts of your life that are too loud, if there are parts of your life that are too quiet and are missing, make a small adjustment and listen again. Or maybe read more self-help books. I don't know. Be well and keep your balance. Thank you.